Most of them are rocks. We're good? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Life Oasis Holistic Healing Fair, and welcome to my half an hour session about finding the healer within. And then this may be somewhat redundant, but, okay. My name is Cheryl Gall. I'm a galactic shaman, and the shaman basically is a term that was derived from Siberia, and it means healer. Shamanism has been practiced over 35,000 years, and it's been practiced globally all over the world. So with that being said, my being a galactic shaman is because I work with the cosmos, the light beings. They're non-earthbound, non-physical entities that are here for humanity and the planet. And I work with them towards helping my clients with the healing process. And it is about learning to heal with yourself, because every individual on this planet is incredibly powerful. We are collectively one, and we have to work on ourselves in order to heal this planet that's in dire need of us. We have learned over thousands of years, through lifetime after lifetime, to separate from ourselves. So we've learned and been taught to stay in a 3D world, fear-based thinking society in the Western culture. With that being said, we did not tap into our higher self and go to divine guidance and go through our heart. We've always been learning to work through our head to process things. Over time, what has happened, though, we've collected things lifetime after lifetime from not clearing and taking care of ourselves. This is what I call luggage. I work in the luminous energy field, otherwise known as the aura, or we call it the esoteric. It's with the non-visible energy that circulates around you, and this is the same vibration it carries. There's 3 levels in the luminous energy field: emotional, mental, and physical. So when things happen to us in a past life or present life, traumas, events, life-altering moments, these things are recorded. And if we don't resolve them or heal from them, they carry over, even in this lifetime. And it affects our true pathway of where we're supposed to be going and what we're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. So finding the healer within is, first of all, you have to step in your power and believe that you are the only ones that create or co-create your path on this earth. That's the free will, free choice that we have. But we have surrendered our power over lifetime after lifetime, believing that other sources, our Western medical, has totally power over us, which I'm very grateful for them. But there is a point that we can actually work on ourselves to prevent even some of these things happening, the life-threatening or sickness, injuries, and diseases. I work with light energy. Everybody is different. Everybody has different abilities. And I am no different from anyone else in this room. And I'm here to tell you that taking responsibility and being mindful of your thoughts, being fully aware and conscious of every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take generates the very reality. That's how it happens. And it happens so quickly. Right now, if you notice, but time seems like it goes really fast. Things happen really fast. And I know in the healing community, I have a huge group of tribal friends, and we've all been saying, oh my God, things are manifesting really fast. I mean, you think of something and boom, there it is. And we're like, how is this happening? Well, because of the change of the planet is moving so fastly, we have to be really careful about what we're thinking. And so we have to stay in a high vibration, to always have good thoughts, right? Because I certainly do not want to manifest something that's of a lower vibration. Fear, anger, depression, all that stuff. And we choose, whether it's conscious or not, about how we feel. So stepping into your power, oh, absolutely, come on in. So stepping into your power, first of all, becoming the healer that you are is being mindful of what you're thinking. And as hard as this is, it's the programming that we've received, the families that brought us up, the culture that we lived in, how to dress, how to act, how to pray, how to eat. And that's the generational thing that we adopted to survive. But we come to a point, especially now because of the vibrations changing on this planet, that it's not working for us. There is something happening. Either we start feeling not well, or we get depressed, or it feels a little crazy, or it just not happy. Something's going on, and we start questioning, well, what's happening? Well, because of things changing so quickly, we have to start thinking and going inward and tapping into that intuitive side. Okay, so The transition of becoming the healer within, the first step is, for most of us, this is a fast-paced world. Like even today's 3D in the business world, I come from the corporate, things are fast, micromanaging, money is time, it's all about money-based. And if the fear-based factor that we've been taught is if we don't do it fast enough, oh my God, I'm gonna get fired. If I don't pay this on time, oh my God, I'm in trouble. I get a bad letter, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and you just fear and panic all the time. And it just seems like it catches up and it gets overwhelming. And then the other part of it is that we get so focused on trying to just survive that we stop taking care of our own vibration. We stop taking care of ourselves. I'm also a personal trainer and fitness nutrition specialist. And my passion is you have to be mindful about what you're doing to your body. This is the vessel we picked when we got down here. We need to embrace it and love it and stop listening to the news and media saying, you know, you are not pretty unless you're skinny, and, you know, you're not attractive unless you're this or that. Every one of you is absolutely beautiful. You radiate with the most incredible love, and you have to believe this in yourself, okay? I see it in all of you, but we have to just embrace it and stop listening to all this programming, because that's what it is. This is how they control. So going inside, being mindful to what you're putting your surroundings to, news, okay? Anything that's, even the cop shows and anything that causes stress. And we call it entertainment, but really, you know, you have to be mindful of and taking care of your psyche, being gentle with it and loving. It feels good. You know, why? And I'm still kind of wondering about this. I'm not into scary stuff. And, you know, my background, former Marine, and yeah, I was, believe it or not, I was trained to kill with an M16 at 200, 300, and 500 meters by 18 years old. And I am so not like that now. It's scary.
Thank you.
But the point is what I learned. These were my experiences, and this is what I signed up for that I was telling you about. I've had a lot of law enforcement, non-sworn. I signed up for all these experiences to understand now and really grasp what life is about. And this is what we all come down here. We signed up. I want to experience this, this, and this, and this. And it's called learning contrast. Sometimes we call it learning lessons. But it's just the contrast of learning what you like and what you don't like. And then you have the power to make choices. I choose not to listen to the news anymore. I find out about the weather by my parents back east. They know more about what's going on here. How's that earthquake, honey? Where is it, Mom? San Jose. No, it's a little far, but we're fine. I love you. They're so cute. But the most beautiful thing is that when you start tapping in and realizing how powerful you are and making your decisions, it feels beautiful, because when you think about how to make those decisions, you want to ask Spirit, is this the highest best interest for me and for those who are involved? Whatever the decision is, business, work, life, whatever. Is it in the highest best interest? There is no competition. That's programming. There's enough abundance on this planet for everybody. There is plenty. We've been told different, right? It's all programming. It's all programming. Write your own story. Get in the car and drive yourself. The car's your body. No one has control over you unless you give them control. And, you know, I feel a lot of people stepping up now and just getting in the driver's seat. It feels much better, right? Yeah. Healing is about letting go of the old stories, past lives, present day lives. Things come up. And as you grow consciously more and more, your container expands with light. You feel better. But as it expands, you're also going to continue releasing layers and layers of stuff. Past life will come up and go, oh, this doesn't serve me anymore. Aches and pains, you know, things that come up. I was sharing with Marilyn earlier, I have a total knee replacement. I've had a total of 7 surgeries. But it took me up to that point to get it and understand with my teacher that I had a past life trauma. I lost my leg. But it was an energy that I carried lifetime after lifetime. And I was so excited because she says, here, let me fix it. And she, you know, energetically reattached it. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. So when things come up, stop and question, well, why did this hurt? What's going on with me? What was I thinking before I got this way? And I apologize, I had a little bit of cough. It's been a past life issue I'm currently working on. I asked Spirit for more speaking engagements this month. And I found out 9.5 years ago, I was 39, I had an event happen to me when I was speaking. And it's ironic that this stuff kept coming up. I'm like, oh, this is really interesting. But I embrace it, and I'm caring for my body now, and I understand. So I just give it a lot of light and love and let it heal. Let it go. It's a story. It doesn't matter who we were or what we were in a past life. You know, if it's a story, it's just a story. Even in this lifetime, you'll find that you're not going to be attracted to the drama or the chaos. Maybe family and friends are like, talk about the gossip at work. It's not really enjoyment. It's just a negative vibration that's created, and it's bounced back, and it gets heavy. It doesn't feel good. You just let people be who they are, but you have a choice. Either you jump in it and you can be part of it, it's fine, but you have a choice. There are no victims on this planet. You all have been officially in charge of your own life now, you know? No victims. So if you choose to surrender your vehicle, then that's absolutely fine. What I wanted to do, with everyone's permission, is to do a clearing, a collective clearing. I apologize, I was going to do this at the beginning, but I get excited talking. Can I have your permission? Okay. So all I'm going to do is, these are my koyas. Some of my training is a little bit of Peruvian, Native American Indian, and Spirit actually teaches me things. So I kind of surprise myself that I'm doing something that this comes out. But my koyas are hooked into my 8th chakra energy. This is Peruvian. Koyas are rocks, but they're part of Mother Earth. And I'm going to just pick out 7 for our physical body of the 7 chakras. This is a throwaway Native American Indian head, a shaman spirit left on the trail for me. Isn't that cool? I love this thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this one and one more. Spirit, tell me. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Also, what I do, so hopefully it doesn't gross you out. This is Florida water. Peruvians, we use it to clear. So we use sage. I don't know if you're familiar with sage, and there's Palo Santo, and there's all kinds of stuff. But this is actually perfume water from Peru that shamans use. We feed our mesa with this. So after when I'm finished with my process, I clear the area, my energy table, and I feed my mesa with the Florida water. So I'll be doing this. So I've already called in directions when I started today. So with your permission, then what I'm going to do is, I use this just to show you, but I'm going to pull in everybody's energy right now. And this is just who I am. This wasn't part of the Peruvian thing, but I'm empathic. So, excuse me. Okay. Okay, so I got everybody laid out together. And the cool thing I want to do is I'm going to clear us all out so we're on the same vibration. Okay, so me for chakra. So second. Yeah, I knew that was out. Okay, show me this one. Okay. So right now, collectively, there are 6 and 7 chakras out. So when I clear this, it'll probably change the whole component. When you start working on one chakra that's releasing, then it may open up others to release. So all I'm going to do is cut it, shake it up, bring in light, forgiveness, love, and light. Cut it, bring in light. And we're going to check them all out again. Come here for chakra. It's good. Second, third, fourth. That's pretty good. Okay, so everyone should be, I don't know if you felt any of that, but that's good. So we cleared it out. That was really awesome. Send the masters and angels, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here today and balancing us all out together. Okay, so back on track. Does anyone have any questions before? Not yet?
I do. Usually take a couple rounds.
I know. You noticed that, huh?
I do.
Yes, ma'am?
I would like to ask you if those are all crystals.
No, they're all rocks except for my citrus or citrine. I'm totally drawing a blank right now. This one is not, and this one is not. but they're also of a stone capacity, this one and this one, so I can use them in my mesa bag. This is in the center that represents me for my working tool. Okay, the citrine. Does that answer your question? Yeah? She's so adorable. Okay, so working on yourselves. Was a technique I wanted to show you. So you're out and about, and now maybe you're going to be a little more mindful about what you're thinking. And you may surprise yourself. You'll be going down the freeway. My partner used to call me like the traffic police. Because my last day job, I was driving 1,500 to 2,000 miles a month. So I was on the road, and I saw a lot. And, people are just kind of get a little focused on trying to get from point A to point B, that they forget we're all together sharing this concrete road. And it gets a little dangerous. So I used to have I was the opinionator on the road, or ticket, dangerous. That was it had a little angst to it. I'm like, now I'm driving, I'm like, you silly, that was really dangerous. Just stay over there, energy, protection. So I've really worked on that because it used to bother me. It bothered the passengers too. I couldn't figure out why they didn't want to ride with me anymore. So the thing is that when you're going along your day, you're going to start thinking, wow, that was maybe a low vibration. It doesn't feel good. Go into your bodies. So start out your day with a 15-minute meditation. Quiet your day. If it's your life and your journey, you have the power to change anything you want to do in that day. It's like Groundhog Day. Every day is a new day. It doesn't affect anybody else. And everyone else that's in that part of that play for that day is merely reflecting back where you're at. It never has nothing to do with anyone else. Whatever you're dealing with is always going to be about you. And it's just kind of a shock when you kind of take inventory right now about the people, places, and things in your life, because it merely is just a reflection of what you created. Everything. That's why we're co-creating our life. We're down here. This is your play. You get to write it. You can change the script anytime you want. That's how powerful every one of you are. So what I do, I get up. Before I even get out of bed, it's like my will's in alignment with the will of the divine self. Immediately I'm connected to source. I know I'm connected. Plugged in, ready to go, right? So when I do my 15, 20-minute meditation, I use essential oils, the genie, and it's part of a program I'm working with another shaman on that I'm going to probably implement into with my clients. But essential oils are all laboratory tested. They bring your vibration up. And deep breathing, affirmations, you raise your vibration. It helps reprogram those low old stories that keep following you around that you want to erase. I set my intentions for the day. I set my noble wish today. For these little things I want today, this is what I want. Maybe I want 2 new clients. Spirit, I want 2 new clients. I need $500 to pay this bill, right? It could be material things. It can be spiritual things. I ask for more connection to divine self. I'm always asking. Bring it on, baby. You could do anything you want. Always with the highest and best intentions, though, okay? Remember, monetary things, physical things, that's just it. You come without them, you're leaving without them. It's the experience that is what you want with them. The joy that brings it to you, okay? It's the experience, the emotion. And you want a high, good emotion, a good vibration. Set your intentions and go about your day. So when you're being mindful, I put stickies around because when I'm reprogramming certain parts of me, I'm like, I have to be mindful when I'm on the road. And so I would catch myself. I was like, oh no, just love, love, love. Forgive him. It's okay. He's being where he's at. Spirit, protect me. Archangel Michael, your army of angels, protect me, surround my car. If they're on my bumper, I push them back energetically. I'm mindful. I'm using my guides, archangels. I'm using whoever I'm in connection with and working with. Protect me. Protect them. They're not being mindful right now. They're not being aware. It's okay. But I don't want to be in danger. It got to the point I kept practicing and practicing because I would start getting a little angry and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm hurting myself. And anytime you have a low vibrational thought, I'm telling you, you're hurting yourself. That's the very first person. It's never about that other person. You're hurting yourself. That energy. You know, you throw that stone into that lake and how it ripples. That's how the energy works, just by a mere thought. It ripples, and it ripples around your loved ones. Then it goes globally. And that's why the planet is getting so much better now, because so many people are waking up and going, hey, I want to be happy. Not because someone told me I couldn't be happy. I'm being happy because I want to be happy. You know, and when you change the inside, all this stuff on the outside will always be the same stuff, but it'll be different because you set your intentions differently. I'll give you another example. When I had to go into the office once in a while, I dread it. It's a sea of cubicles. People are working. You have to electronically punch in or punch out, even when you have to go take a break. I was virtual, so I was very blessed about that. But when I went in there, I was sensitive to energy. I was still working my stuff on the side, but I'm like, oh, Lord, help me. Protection. I even held my crystals in my briefcase. But when I went in there, you know, I worked on myself so much. I was having, my young boss was reflecting back to me because I was feeling really a lot of anxiety. He was gung-ho, and he has his own agenda. But I was reacting strongly to it. So I had to stop and think, I can't change the man. I can't even be mad at him. He's doing what he wants to do. There's no right or wrong or good or bad. It's my experience, so how do I change it? So I kept working on myself. And I worked and worked and worked because that's what I did most of the time was this job. To the point that I was in such an awesome state. I went to work, and it was the same old stuff. And he actually stopped and said, you're really different. What did you do? And all I could do was smile because he wouldn't get it. And I just thanked him and said, no, I just said, you know, I'm just working on myself. Things are great. But the fact that he even picked that up was like, you know, oh, the angels are singing, you know. It was amazing. The same old stuff, but it didn't bother me anymore. And I still did a great job, if not better, because I stayed centered and balanced. I took time to hydrate and eat healthy, clean foods, which is the thing I wanted to circle back around about how we cut ourselves short. You are the most important thing on this planet, your life. We've learned to sacrifice ourselves so we can feed the partner and feed the kids and feed the animals. And oh my God, by the end of the day after the job is done, I don't have time for me. I'm a good person. Okay, the intent is there, but we really have to stop because don't you want to live the longest you can and be happy and fit and feel good? You can still do that and still do all the things you love to do for your family and whoever, but you have to learn to change your schedule. Take charge. You stop a minute and plan out your day. So you spend that 15, 20 minutes setting your intentions about how you want your day to be. And I used to say, because I was so tired at the end of my day, that I wanted to feel rejuvenated and refreshed. I want to feel good. And you know what? At the end of the day, I would say my thanks. I was like looking over my day. I'm like, oh my God, I feel awesome because I set my intention. I totally forgot I did it. But the fact is, when you put it out there and you release it, that's how it manifests, like anything. So wherever you're at, I highly advise, invest in a couple of Nalgene bottles. They're not toxic. You know, they don't go bad. I think they're like the 4s or whatever, or 7s. You know, I haul a few of them in my car, in a cooler. You know, I always have snacks, healthy nutritional bars in my bag, my briefcase. You know, I get up and make sure you have breakfast. You got to take care of the body. Exercise. You know, we need to be moving the body. Find something that stimulates you to go to a class. Like, make a commitment. If you have to pay for something to say, I have to go because I paid for it, then go. It's kind of psyching yourself, you know. If you're more self-disciplined, go for walks. Breathe the fresh air. Move your body. Yoga is fun. There's no excuse. There's something for everybody, you know, but you've got to take care of this vessel. You got to. If you want it to live long and healthy and keep the energy flowing, exercise and stress management, and that's also about you're mindful of your thoughts. So, any questions yet? Sure. What I do with crystals? Good question. I do work with crystals. I do shamanic grids. So if I have a client that I work with, I lay crystals out, and I'm usually divinely guided. So whatever the client that I'm going to see needs, I have There are two triangles that actually overlap each other that represent the upper and lower. And I lay them underneath the table, and it helps, increases the energy. So does that answer your question? I use them for protection and for clearing and for healing. I got a little one, little types, little one, something for everything.
How do people get a hold of you if they want to engage with you?
My website is CherylGallConsulting.com. Because I go back out in the workforce, I go back and actually introduce and do body, mind, and stress management. So it's body, mind, mindfulness, and then the stress management is actually about law of attraction. So Cheryl Gall, CherylGallConsulting.com. My email is also Cheryl@CherylGallConsulting.com. And I treat at 2 locations, one in Cypress. I have a healing room out of my home, and then I use an office down in Irvine, California. And it's an awesome experience if you ever worked with a shaman, but everyone's different. But it's pretty, I like it. So. Thank you. Thank you.